Hello, and welcome to the Unofficials Podcast. This is episode number 4, correct? Roger?
I think it's 3.
3?
Or is it 4?
Well, it's 4 total, but 3 on YouTube.
Yeah.
I'm David, as you listeners may know. I also have Roger.
Hello.
Hey, Ben.
Hello.
And a special guest, Jonah Zeilinger, has joined for a couple weeks. He's back in town visiting us. And say hi to the microphone.
Hey, what's up, microphone?
Yeah, we could sit in the audience and be like a normal person. Anyways, so we all know Jonah. We've known him for a few years. Actually, probably our
More than that, dude.
lives. Yeah, I mean, this is kind of where we're at. We wanted to have him on the podcast. He absolutely agreed because, you got to chase the clout. But, we're here. Jonah, tell a little bit about yourself.
My name is Jonah. I am a first-year engineering student at Purdue University, and boiler up.
All right, so we got that out of the way. So
It's not awkward at all, right?
in our first episode, we talk about how we like a lot of different sports. It's great. Sports are magnificent, fun, but we're talking about right now about UFC 245. UFC had some good fights, a lot more knockouts than the fight night we last watched. But I think that's the real main controversy is the Aldo and Moraes fight. Now these are two fighters coming up to fight for the belt eventually. They're ranked very low. It's like they're like in 10s. And Aldo's not even ranked actually. In the first, so it's a 3-round fight.
Yeah.
And Aldo looks like he's dominating in the second and the third, but Moraes only gets the first. Now, Aldo landed 2 times the more significant strikes than Moraes does in the second round and controlled much better, and he still lost by split decision. Now, I know Roger and Ben watched it. What do you guys think? Because I also have some more inside information.
I think a robbery was committed, and the ref should be fired. Because
it wasn't the ref; it'd be the judges.
The judges, whatever you call them.
I mean, honestly, in the first round, it could have gone either way. So, benefit of the doubt, we give it to Murray, whatever. But the second 2 should not have been.
I would have given the first round to Murray.
Murray's did pretpretty good.
Just had the one throwdown in the first round, and that was about all he did the whole match.
Yeah, and Aldo just destroyed Moraes in the second and the third.
Oh yeah.
Even the president of the UFC, Dana White, said that Aldo should have won on his card.
Well, I think you could kind of see at the end of the fight, he kind of knew he wasn't supposed to win. He kind of knew Aldo really deserved it, so he was kind of...
But now the contender in that weight class wants to fight Aldo. He doesn't want to fight Moraes.
Well, yeah.
He wants to fight Aldo, because everybody thought Aldo won.
Well, Aldo, he didn't have the greatest offensive showing, but he was locked down on defense.
He was when he was on the ground, dude. He was was deflecting every time.
Exactly,
and he was absorbing, and I'm surprised he didn't win. Now we're gonna switch a little bit of gears and go into college basketball because this is all Jonah knows about. Jonah, why don't you tell us about your school's epic failures?
Well, it's going to be a failure and success story. So
really, because you didn't beat Penn State football this year, so...
Well, our football team,
it's garbage.
If you want to backtrack even farther, our football team... So basically, it was one play against Minnesota. Destroyed our whole entire season. We had our star quarterback, Elijah Sindelar, and was it Trevor Bailey, who also went down on the same play.
Yeah.
Our 2 best guys in one play. So thank you, Minnesota. You always ruin every season for Purdue. But fast forward to basketball, I was actually at the Purdue-Virginia game, and that was an epic game. Mackey was rocking. It was insane. It was I've been to a bunch of metal concerts, but this was loud. And then I go against Northwestern, and we can barely beat them in the first half of the game.
I mean, yeah, there's that. I mean, honestly, ladies and gentlemen, I go to Penn State, so of course I'm going to bash Jonah about beating him. But, you know what, we're just better than you. I'm sorry, man. I mean, that's all I really got to say. So, wait, hold on. On a completely different note, Please tell them every single favorite team that you have across the 4 major sports.
Oh, yeah, we gotta know that.
Yeah, we gotta know that because listen, because you're just messed up.
You're all over the place.
Yeah, you're all over the place. You're like not even in the same region as most of us.
Well, for sports, they're all
So let's just start baseball.
baseball. Okay. Well, disclaimer: besides one team, they're all East Coast teams.
Okay.
So if that helps any.
What's your number 1 favorite team?
So if you're talking about baseball, I'm a Phillies fan.
Heck yeah, baby.
Yeah, no. Sorry, man. Yankees
Price
all the
is
way.
nice, man.
Then for
It's a waste of money.
so for football though, I'm a Steelers fan.
Rough season.
It's
Yeah,
understandable.
tough season.
Last night was tough. It was a tough loss.
Mr. Mason Rudolph.
Dude, we're on like our 3rd straight quarterback.
Yeah, I know. All right,
If you can
next.
call that. And then for
Hockey.
and basketball, I'll just give it out one shot. I'm a Rangers and Knicks fan.
Oh God.
Yeah, dude.
Knicks, bro. My
Listen to
God.
that. Listen to that.
Rough.
Knicks.
Rough, baby.
Ben, let's go on the Knicks.
Let's go on the Knicks. Denying KD the max contract in the offseason was the dumbest move in NBA history.
I mean, how do you feel about that?
We beat the Warriors.
The Warriors are garbage.
trash. They're the worst team in the league.
Oh, I can look back and I can say the New York Knicks beat the Golden State Warriors.
If you had said that
We can
last
end this-
If
year,
you would have said that last year, it would have made much more of a difference.
Yeah.
Now it's just like, okay, so it was like everybody.
But we did.
Wow.
fair
Doesn't
enough.
mean it was a pretty win or like it was a righteous win, but we did.
A win is a win, right?
Dude, it's just
Exactly.
a free win. That's all you're doing.
Fat dubs, baby.
Fat dubs every day.
I just don't get why they didn't give Durant the max. Because it's not like they're just getting Durant. They get Irving and probably some other guys. Because
And they
who wouldn't want to play Madison Square Garden with Kyrie Irving and Durant?
I mean, I would.
Yeah,
you know?
see, everybody wants to. They get so many other players, but no. Then they go to Brooklyn, and now Brooklyn's actually a decent team. Not really, but they're better.
Well, Katie's not even playing yet.
Well, next year they'll be
Next year they'll be insane.
they're a championship contender next
Well,
year.
Yeah.
I can never really get on with New York. It's just that their front office has always been
Trash.
Except for the Yankees, because they got cash.
Well, Knicks have cash too. It's just they don't know how to use
Yeah,
it.
Knicks are one of the biggest franchises in like the league. You know what I mean? As far
Who
as
is the biggest franchise in the
I
NBA?
don't know, probably the.
I say the
You mean,
Lakers.
you mean by most valuable?
Yeah.
Let me look
I'd
that
probably
up
say
real
the
quick.
Lakers.
I would say the Lakers.
Or the Celtics.
No, I go Lakers.
Celtics have history, but I don't think
Yeah.
they're like.
But I don't think they got cash
Over the
like the
course of
Lakers
history,
do.
it might be. I don't know.
Golden State wasn't, but past couple years.
They had like 5 good years, and then they just like went back to like how they used to be.
Yeah, like
They'll be back next
mid-table.
Or what we got, Roger?
Hold up.
Yeah, no, we like to look things up too, so we make sure we're correct.
This image, they have a chart, but it's really low quality. I'm trying to find a.
It's like Android quality.
New York Knicks,
though. Really?
Number 1?
most valuable basketball franchise.
How much are they worth?
They are worth. This is just in 2019. They're worth.
Okay,
They're worth $4 million in 2019.
And they can't give Durant the max.
Yeah. Lakers
Yeah.
are 3.7.
Okay, well,
Right
not
behind
far
them.
off.
So.
Honestly,
Oh wait, $4 billion, not
Yeah,
million.
not-
I see million. I just kind of replaced it with
Okay,
billion because
yeah.
of like $4 million means they can barely
That's
afford
fair.
one superstar.
Yeah, so it's Knicks at $4 billion, Lakers at 3.7, Warriors at 3.5, then Bulls, Celtics, Nets.
Oh, Bulls, yeah. That makes
Rockets.
sense.
Chicago, dude.
Clippers.
Michael Jordan still has an effect on the Bulls.
Yeah, it's probably just those jersey sales.
Yeah, they
driving
still
them
sell his jersey.
D Rose too.
D-Rose. Yeah.
up. Do you guys? So you know Melo's back, right? He's in.
Yeah, who
Dude,
do
he's lighting
know?
up, man.
Do
He's
you
doing
do you wish he was back in New York?
Yes.
Do you wish they made a push for him?
Yes.
No.
Why not?
Yes.
You gotta
Well,
see
Not even a Knicks fan, but I just want to see Melo back in New
but
York.
Coming from a Knicks fan, I just don't think because of the way the fans, I guess, put their trust in him,
Yeah.
they didn't really put their trust in him. Because I remember when he left, and even when he was there, people actually booed him,
He went to the.
Yeah.
even though he wasn't even that bad of a player then.
He was amazing. That was like, well, I wouldn't say it was the peak of his career, but he was still really good.
He's more of an iso ball player. That's the thing. He likes to put up 30 points a night. Some people don't like that, but I mean,
It's just the clout.
He likes to have the ball.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that's
just
why
the
it didn't-
clout.
That's why it didn't work out on the Rockets.
Yeah. Well, because
You got Harden.
I got Harden.
At that point, they had Harden. They had
Who else did they have? I don't even remember.
Chris Paul, right?
They did have Chris Paul. Yeah, so it's kind of, and they're not a mid-range shooting team.
Yeah.
It's
If
like
you're
3-point
yeah.
or driving.
Yeah, 3-pointer in the paint.
I hate watching the Rockets.
Yeah,
Totally
but
not mellow. He's like mid-range.
Yeah, so they cut him after however many games.
That's why Portland's perfect for him.
Yeah.
Because they needed a shooter like him.
I'd like to see him go back to the Nuggets. Start worrying.
I just don't know if there's any room on the roster though, because I mean they're doing.
Yeah. They're not doing amazing, but they're pretty good.
They got depth,
Yeah.
and with Donovan Mitchell in there, I mean they have a good mix of players.
Donovan
don't
Mitchell's
really-
not going to re-sign with the
they don't
Nuggets when his
really-
contract's up.
Ouch.
He's not, dude. He's going to what is
I don't
a
know.
top 6 team.
I don't know if he can really do much on another team, to be honest.
Really?
Where else is he going to go?
I don't know anywhere
The
besides.
Lakers, baby.
Yeah, he might go to the
Lakers.
Lakers.
Go.
Lakers have Rondo, man. They don't need Mitchell.
Yeah, but how old's Rondo?
He'll retire in a
good
couple
enough.
seasons.
Yeah.
Okay, Rajon Rondo, Donovan Mitchell.
I'll take Donovan Mitchell. Anyway.
Rondo's like one of the greatest passers and playmakers.
But not is he
right
the
now.
greatest right now? Though.
Yeah, it's in there right now.
I said
You-
one of them. I said he's like a top 15 for me.
Yeah, but Donovan Mitchell beats him. No,
He's
man,
probably
dude.
Donovan
Hands
Mitchell's
down.
probably in the top 10.
Yeah, Donovan Mitchell's
Alright.
probably my top 5 actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, but how are you gonna get a trade? How much are the Lakers gonna have to give up for Donovan Mitchell? They got to probably give up Rondo
Okay, give up Rondo.
and maybe 2 more.
Danny
role players.
Green.
Just give him a
KCP.
draft pick.
Huh?
Just give him a pick.
They're not gonna have a good pick.
Who?
I think
They don't need draft picks.
I think
Yeah.
Lakers
Mitchell.
gave all theirs up for Anthony Davis pretty much.
Huh?
That's true.
Yeah, the
that
West.
was a pretty hefty deal.
The well's kind of dry for the
Yeah.
Lakers as far as trades are right now.
Yeah.
I could see Anthony Davis.
Or if Donovan Mitchell just becomes a free agent, then you could just sign with the
Yeah, we'll
Lakers
see.
because the Nuggets don't have access to him.
Do the Lakers really need Donovan Mitchell? They're 23-3 right now.
I don't think
believe.
so. And they got LeBron playing point most of the time, anyways.
Yeah, but how long do you think LeBron's got?
I'd say he's got a good 5 years left.
You think
He's
5?
34 right now, correct?
I give him
Yeah.
5 years.
How old is Kobe?
How many
Kobe
good?
was like 30.
Late 30s.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
He I give him 3 actual good years
Well, he has-
still.
2 years left on his contract after this one, I think.
I think they might sign him to only like a 1-year extension.
I don't know. I think he might retire as a Laker.
Yeah,
He's retired as a Laker.
he's gonna go back to the Cavs or the Heat.
Dude, Cavs are trash, man.
I'd like to see him back on the
Oh yeah.
I like
Yeah,
to see him
let's
back
talk
on the
about
Heat. I think that he was probably in the prime of his career in the Heat.
Oh, yeah.
I'd probably have to say that. Definitely him and D Wade
That's my favorite.
destroyed the league.
Yeah. But if we're talking about the Cavs, though, we thought the Knicks were a bad organization. Let's talk about
Cavs?
the Cavaliers.
Because
the Cavaliers
they-
starting lineup exactly.
I don't even know.
That's it. That's it.
Oh, that's it. It's
Kevin
like-
Love.
And they might
Love.
trade him, rumors are saying.
Yeah, they just got to rebuild, man.
Yeah, you might go to Portland.
Wait, is Tristan Thompson still there? Even?
I think so.
Possibly.
He wasn't even like.
But he's got no
So-
players around him, so it's like
Yeah, Colin Sexton's alright.
he's okay.
Even when LeBron was on the Cavaliers, they didn't have an amazing team.
Yeah, it was him and Kyrie basically.
Yeah, him,
Love was
Kyrie.
there.
Love was good.
Love was
but
good, but that was really
He
it.
had J.R. Smith. It was like,
Yeah.
yeah, he's all right.
But he ruined that finals
Yeah.
for them. Yeah, he definitely ruined that finals for the team. So there's kind of where we're at.
Yeah.
What was it? It was LeBron, Kyrie, Kevin Love, Tristan Thompson,
Yes.
and J.R. Smith was the starting lineup.
I don't know if that was a starting lineup.
He had Shumpert too going in there.
Yeah.
Shumpert was a
Jumper
6
was
man.
pretty good.
Was he?
Yeah, I don't think he started.
Yeah, he was like 6 man. Honestly, I mean,
I think Lakers are LeBron's best team though right now.
really, even the Heat.
I mean, this is the best start LeBron has ever gotten off to in a
Yeah,
season.
23,
Best
yeah.
record he's ever had.
Yeah,
Start of the
but
season.
his team is also insanely stacked.
I know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's his best team yet.
Oh, okay,
It's
but
the
I don't think
best-
it's best performance, but I think
No,
it's his
no,
best
no.
team. That's what I thought you meant
No,
at
no,
first.
I
I was
mean,
like,
like this is his best. Like the best. He has the best team around him.
yeah.
And keep in mind too,
And-
like it's almost like if you have a good team around you, you can do good. But also if you have
You
a
can
good
do
team
bad.
around, exactly, because if they have the ball,
Yeah.
yeah,
you
but they
don't-
all feeded to LeBron because LeBron's like
Well,
arguably one of the best players of all
Well,
time.
they've been
If
kind
not,
of
yeah.
staying away from having LeBron run the offense this year. It's been more Anthony Davis run this year. Kind of like Anthony Davis, then LeBron.
Because if you keep feeding it to LeBron, they're eventually gonna realize. So just
Well, I think they're also looking to the future. Like AD's,
80s, what
80.
20?
he's still in his 20s. He's still pretty young.
But-
25.
AD might not even stay at the Lakers.
No, I don't think he. I don't think he's gonna stay past his contract.
Yeah.
He's going to the Bulls.
Bulls.
Why?
Well, they got a good front
Chicago,
office
it's his
too.
hometown.
This is hometown.
Okay, I see that.
hometown. He already
But using that logic of saying like Mike Trout will come back to Philly because he grew up around
no.
Philly.
He said something that alluded to it.
There's just
And,
some
like-
guys you know they just want to play in their hometown at
Yeah.
least once in their career.
Yeah,
I think Kyrie will come to. I mean, he's in Brooklyn now, but there's even a chance I think he's gonna go to the Knicks because he grew up in the Bronx.
I mean,
Maybe.
yeah, he could. I could see it down in the future, but maybe if the Knicks would actually give him a contract.
yeah. With Kyrie Irving, you got a max
And even
contract
KD
out.
too. Is KD
Yeah.
from? Where's KD
I don't know
from?
where KD's from actually.
It's a good
I
question.
thought he's from Brooklyn.
I'm pretty sure he's from the tri-state area. Yeah.
I believe he's from New York. I don't know which area though,
No, he is definitely from New York, I believe.
or maybe I'm completely wrong.
Yeah, we're both wrong. He's like from like California. It's like on the other side of the country. I think he is from New York.
He was born in D.C.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay, so he's
Where
in the
did he-
and he went to
tri-state.
school in Virginia. So,
Goes to the
ladies and
Wizards.
gentlemen, we were wrong.
He's going to the Wizards, baby.
All right, go on.
Wizards are so. I turned on the other day. I turned on a Wizards and Hornets game, and it was the worst game I've ever watched. It was just terrible.
Was John Wall still there?
He's injured right now, right?
John Wall needs to get out of
They got
Washington.
Bradley Beal, and that's it.
He's old, isn't he?
He's like 30s, I think.
Okay.
Like early 30s.
Okay, I thought he was older.
Can you shoot still?
No, that was
Yeah.
um.
I mean, he's not
Paul
amazing,
Pierce.
but, like, Paul Pierce.
Yeah.
Oh
I
goodness.
think he might have retired.
Yeah, I think he retired.
Yeah.
He was
Yeah.
old. I remember that. Yeah.
Vince Carter's retiring this year too.
He always says that, doesn't he?
No, he's actually is. Like he's 42 now.
Oh, okay, fair
I think
enough.
that's what LeBron's going to be.
You know,
like.
Meta World Peace might be coming out of the
Yeah.
Lakers GM.
Oh, I hate
Meta
it.
World
I don't like it when players become GMs. Like we saw. With
It's only good in certain sports, in my opinion.
Not in basketball.
Not in basketball.
No.
Not in hockey. It's like baseball and soccer. That's really it.
Michael Jordan's a terrible owner.
Well, because
Yeah,
he
he
becomes
sucks.
manager.
Well,
Right?
Most of them, if not all of them, have played in the MLB,
Yeah.
regardless of how good they were. I mean, Steve Kerr is really the only
Yeah.
former player that's actually
Although,
an okay
I
coach.
mean, Derek Jeter and the Marlins, bro.
He just owns the Marlins.
But still, bro. Like, I don't know, man.
You can go into conspiracy theories with John Carlo. I mean, yeah,
Yeah,
that's old news. But
He's the most clutch Yankee of all time. I love it, dude. I remember I saw a meme that said that, and I was like, makes sense. So I was surprised he didn't go buy the Astros yet.
Oh.
Just buy them and sell all of them.
Well, we talked about the Astros last.
Yes. Do you
What
know about the
what do you
Astros
think
scandal?
about the Astros scandal.
I didn't hear.
You didn't-
Okay,
Yeah,
so-
boy.
I don't know. Do you want to bore the viewers? Oh no. Do we talk about it last
No,
time?
we can cover it
We
again.
can go over it.
All right. So basically, what happened was the Astros in 2017 at home were using cameras to film the signs of the catcher,
Oh yeah. You know what? I think I did hear about that.
and they would bang the trash can when it was an off-speed pitch, and they had blinking lights out in the outfield, like just strange. And it's like on
Yeah.
several accounts. What do you think about this? What do you think should happen to them if it's proven? 'Cause it's supposed to be proven by the end of the year.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be very soon.
Okay, so I'm going to give two answers for this. I'm going to tell you what should happen and what I think is going to happen. What should happen is they should get some pretty hefty fines and even like high fines for like a baseball organization to pay off. So we're talking like in several $1 million because just as this being such a high profile case, you can't really just debunk a whole MLB team, but just charge them a bunch of money.
Yeah.
But what I think is going to happen is absolutely nothing. If you're looking at the NFL, has anything ever happened to the Patriots?
No.
No.
They got fined.
Yeah.
But that's also because
But-
the NFL, in the NFL, the Patriots kind of like the face of the NFL. You know what I mean?
Well, even before then, like in the past, like in the early 2000s when they cheated,
The NFL,
not much
MLB is
happened.
a lot stricter about that. You know what I mean? To be honest, here's what I'm a Yankees fan. The Yankees lost the Astros in the ALCS 2017.
That sounds a little salt.
I'm very
Right there.
angry, and I haven't told you what they know. I said the general manager should get fired. Owner should be forced to sell the team.
Sounds like a salty Yankees fan here.
Discard the entire 2017 playoffs.
Oh, gee. That's a hot
Strip them of the
man.
title.
So should we just like redo the whole 2017?
No, just
season?
nobody wins.
Just reset the
Nobody
roster
wins.
back to 2017.
Nobody wins. Just nobody wins.
Nobody wins.
Yep, nobody wins.
It's kind of late for that, though. I feel like the statute of limitations.
Well, it's like there's no statute of limitations in sports.
You know what I mean, though. It's
No, it don't matter. It just came out like a little bit ago.
You can't really just like strip a title.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes, you can.
I mean, they did it to Lance Armstrong.
Yeah, but
Yeah, they did the Lance
that's
Armstrong.
an individual sport.
Doesn't matter, man. You can do the same thing. Owners should be forced to sell a team. General manager should get fired. Players,
Well, we don't.
all of them were involved.
Do we know who exactly was involved and who wasn't? Because it might
It
not
was-
have been everybody.
It was at least the people in the dugout. I don't know about the pitchers.
You really don't know about the owner either. That might have not gone back.
Okay, fine. Manager, players in the dugout, all get fined 25% of their salary for that year.
I could get behind that.
Sure.
Now I keep going. Strip the title.
I don't know about strip. The title seems
Lose all your draft picks for the next year.
That's a little much, I think.
That's not going to happen.
3 of the 4 things have to
Get
happen.
all their draft picks. To
Well,
the
then
Yankees.
who gets the draft picks?
Nobody.
Yeah.
Well, then some people.
It's just
draft
empty.
picks.
It's just like an empty.
So you're just gonna
empty
have more,
class.
You're just gonna have more free agents then.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's better for the league too because then they can sign those free agents that the Astros would have picked.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm for the fines. I'm for firing the general manager and finding the individual players who we know for a fact.
My dad was worse. My dad said they should just disband the team, and I went, damn.
It is hard to strip titles, but I wouldn't.
You could definitely put an asterisk next to it. At
Yeah, I would
least.
be down for that. But as far as like having the owner sell the team and the draft picks, that's a little.
If they find the owner is involved, I think they should be forced to sell.
I don't know about forced to sell because that's a big thing.
Well, you could sell half of the shares.
Yeah, but I don't know. To me, that's like really shaking things up. You know.
But that's what they deserve. You can't cheat in sports like that. Come on. And the technology's been illegal for years.
Yeah, but you know.
They really had the technology, I think, at some point, but you know.
Yeah. I mean, like, there's a difference between if I'm on second base and I see you flipping signs down. That's different. But when you're using a camera to zoom in all the way to the catcher.
I mean, you could force them to relocate to like Japanese league or something like that.
Disband them from the MLB and put them in the K League in Korea.
They win every single title.
Yeah. Jose Altuve's got to learn Korean now.
We have Korean or Japanese league. Yeah, whatever.
I just know the K League. That's really it. But honestly, and then speaking of that, on
Put
the
them in
Yankees,
both.
the Yankees, you know, happy we got Garrett Cole. You know, actually don't have a crappy bullpen now. I'm really happy.
Too much money.
You're still gonna be under 500. Anyways, I mean, honestly, they got 100 wins without him. Hopefully, Domingo Germain gets off of the the abuse allegations. Yeah, it's not gonna be pretty. But
I feel like there's always one guy.
if Domingo Germain gets off, then it's just gonna be the starting lineup's gonna be Tanaka, Sevy, Garrett Cole, and Domingo Germain, and that's gonna be an insane 4-man rotation. Now, what they need to really invest in, just get better at, is just middle relievers and a new closer. Aroldis Chapman is good, but he blows it a lot too. It pisses me off. Well, that's where I'm at right now.
I mean, the man had an arm at one point in his career.
What?
Doesn't he have the fastest?
He has the
fastball?
fastest pitch. He threw it to Andrew McCutcheon. It was 107.9 miles an hour.
Wow.
But he's really only got a fastball. His off speed's like mediocre.
He doesn't throw that hard anymore either.
Yeah, no, he still hits 90s, like hard 90s, like 100. I think in the postseason this past year, he had 102.
Wow.
He's still hitting it. I mean, I'm also sad that CC Sabathia's gone. I mean, CC was just a big part of that team.
He got hurt a lot though.
Yeah. I mean, that's really the only thing that happened with him. But he did use the exact same situation that Garrett Cole had. He was coming out from a Midwest team, and he wanted to go to California, and the Yankees kind of just brought him in. We're like, hey, gave him a lot of money, and then he went to New York and had his great career. And then CC Sabathia talks to Garrett Cole, and it goes full circle because Garrett Cole goes to New York. That makes me happy.
Well, it's just the Yankees will always have a large pull. It's just the way it
The
is.
winning-
They got the money. They have the location.
They got
wins.
the money. They're in the Bronx. They're worth the most. They got the history. There's no real downside to going to the Yankees. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the only downside there really is that you look like a sellout. But when you're winning rings and making millions, who cares? I mean, you could technically say KD was a sellout for going to the Warriors. Like,
He
definitely was, but who cares? He's got rings and he's got money.
The ring jumping, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like-
no, players want that. Players want the fame.
Yeah. They want that clout, baby.
Honestly, I think the best trade of all time is that the Flyers traded Chemo Team into the Blackhawks so you could win a Stanley Cup. Because the Flyers weren't going to do it.
Well, Flyers haven't won since 1975.
Hey, you know what? Get out of here. Go back to Indiana. I liked you out there.
Rangers, baby.
Dude, the Rangers are mediocre at best. Honestly, I think the Flyers are going to go down a little bit because of the whole Oscar Lindblom
I
thing.
heard about that.
Yeah, I think that's what they're kind of just like in a rut right now, just because it was hard on the team.
It was hard in the NHL.
Yeah, it was hard on the NHL, and I think it's just taking it out on the Flyers right now. But I think they'll come back eventually. They were good in November, and I think once they get past this little hump, because like you even can tell like when like the Marlins lost Jose Fernandez, they were still okay, but after that they kind of just went downhill, just because it's hard on an organization and it's hard on a sport as a whole, and it's hard on people in general, like the public audience, because it's unfortunate because you might be rivals on the ice, but after that everybody's just people, man. Like that's really all it is.
Well, the Rangers were, I believe, the first NHL team to respond to that tweet by the Flyers.
Yeah,
was the Rangers, and that makes me happy because again,
it's nice sports wholesome moments when it's more than the sport. Oh, I'll end with that.
That's cute.
Yeah, it was. I wanted to edit cute music in there for the entire time I was making my little monologue. Put that on the list. Honestly, like, yeah, it means a lot more, especially when they're rivals and whatever, but just screw the Devils.
and the Islanders.
And the Islanders. Just, the Rangers, whatever. We'll always be rivals, but we can agree on three things. Penguins, Devils, and Islanders all
and
suck.
Capitals, too.
And Capitals, too, all suck.
Capitals are really good.
They're always good. They have Alex Ovechkin. Mm-hmm. Arguably one of the best players of all time.
Ovechkin, Backstrom. Holtby. Wait, is Holtby still there?
Yes. He didn't resign.
They're like one of the
to another team.
DC teams that's actually like really good.
Yeah, especially like
who else is there?
Oh wait, do you follow Jonah? Do you follow soccer at all or no? Because you say you're a Crystal Palace fan.
Hey, they don't get relegated.
I want to look it up. Oh, Adam Warren's going to the Yanks, which means he's probably gonna be pitching for them this coming season.
Sweet.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully. I want to look it up. I want to see what place. This is like the soccer part because I'm actually really good. I really follow soccer.
At least he's humble.
Yeah, that's really it. Crystal Palace is in 9th place. So you're not getting relegated this year, buddy.
They haven't yet.
Why Crystal Palace?
Because they're not good enough to be in the top 6 best teams like of all time, but they're not bad enough to ever get relegated.
No, but like, why are you at Crystal Palace?
That's exactly why. That's the best part. Is exactly why.
That's the only reason why.
Because they're a meh team.
Yeah, they're mediocre, and you don't look like a
mediocre team.
sellout. Yeah, honestly, they place like 9th or 10th every year. They just place mid-table every time. It's like, oh, okay. I mean, I'm a Chelsea fan.
And their stadium is also very old.
Yeah, well, so is Stamford Bridge for Chelsea. That's kind of why I like it too. They're like 100 years old, but
I think both
Arsenal can just go burn to the ground. They're in 10th place right now. I'm happy.
So who's getting relegated this year?
So far, it's Watford who's definitely getting relegated. Norwich City and Southampton. Crystal Palace is 8 points clear.
Sweet.
You're actually above Arsenal, which is really sad. Arsenal only has 22 points. You guys have 23.
Ouch.
Yeah, Arsenal's been terrible this year.
Really, I always thought they were.
No, like, okay, so the top 6 is Liverpool, Man City, Man United, Tottenham, and Arsenal. That's the top 6.
Okay.
But this year, because the table always moves around, Liverpool's in first, which I don't like Liverpool. Second is
Liverpool. That's where the Beatles are from, man.
because I don't like the team.
Greatest band of all time.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
If I had to root for a team, it'd be Liverpool just because the Beatles.
Yeah. I think you told me you're a Liverpool fan because of the Beatles.
Wait, were the Beatles Liverpool
I go
fans?
for Man City.
Yeah, from
Yeah, Man City.
Yeah.
I mean, the second is Leicester, and I really like Leicester.
Leicester.
It's spelled
It's just a name.
Leicester. So it looks like Leicester.
That's
like
incorrect.
Leicester, but it's Leicester.
Leicester.
Wait, how do you pronounce this? Ajax.
Ajax.
It's Ajax.
Is it a team?
Yeah, they're a Dutch team
Who cares?
from the
Why ain't
Netherlands.
Dutch?
I know.
Dutchman.
I say the Ajax to my one friend because we talk soccer a lot. He's like, no, it's Ajax. I'm like, oh.
Ajax. Well, I ain't Dutch.
Yeah. And then Man City's in 3rd and Chelsea's in 4th. Crystal Palace is in 9th.
Well, I mean,
Who's the best soccer player of all time?
Messi.
Don't even no. Answer this. Don't listen to us. Who is the best player of all time?
the best player of all time. Sure, Lionel Messi.
There you go.
Good answer. Now Roger has this theory
David
that
Beckham.
Messi's going to. David Beckham's probably arguably one of the best, but Messi's just on a whole different level. I like when people.
I put Ronaldo over Beckham.
It's two different positions, man.
Still though.
You can't compare. He's a defensive midfielder and Ronaldo's a striker. Honestly, in more clutch moments, I'd say David Beckham. If I had to give a 90th minute free kick to any player versus David Beckham and Cristiano Ronaldo, it would be David Beckham every day. Ronaldo's free kicks are terrible.
Fair enough.
Terrible. And
Terrible.
he's slowing down so bad. He's 34.
Really?
Soccer, you don't get much older than that. Messi, he's 32 and he's still dominating the league.
He's coming to Miami, baby.
Dude, he's not going to Miami. What do you not understand? Do you know how much money he makes at FC Barcelona?
But it's a clout, fam. Like
Nobody, he doesn't want the clout. He doesn't even speak English.
It's the
Doesn't
beach.
matter.
He lives in Barcelona.
It's Miami, bro.
It's Barcelona. I'd rather go to Barcelona than...
Okay, well, wait, hold on. People in baseball, there's several players in baseball that are still learning English. So
That's true. That's a bad
That-
argument.
that's a bad argument.
But
racist.
they know some English when they come here. He doesn't speak any English.
can you say hello?
I'll learn 'em.
No, he literally cannot speak any English. They asked him if he can. He said no.
Hey, man.
So he does speak English now. He
That's
knows the word
Spanish.
no.
One word. One word.
One
That's all,
word.
that's all you need.
As long as he can kick a soccer ball,
Yeah.
cool, man.
They can get a translator. It's okay.
I'll move to Miami. If
All of his interviews are complete Spanish because he can't speak English.
You give him money.
Do you know how much money he makes per week at
You
Barcelona?
can say the word no. He's okay.
How much?
Just guess. I'll go around the table. Roger, what's your guess on how much Messi makes from just FC Barcelona a week?
10 million.
A week.
10 million, baby.
Okay, you're way off.
Was that
You.
I'll say a million.
Enough to put bread on the table.
$667,000 a week.
I was the closest.
I was close.
I win. Yeah,
I
but
was
yours is such a general answer. That could be anywhere from like
$10.
$10 to like 30 million.
Jeez, $10 for a loaf of bread, man.
Hey,
Well, I mean, he's got to put bread on the table. He's putting it on every day, man. I mean,
Oh, okay.
You said bread.
yeah, you said bread. You didn't say what kind of
Didn't say
bread.
Anything else?
I mean, yeah, 600, and that's forget his endorsements from Adidas and every other sponsor. He's sponsored by like Coke and
What
all
was
that.
Coke?
Yeah, Coca-Cola. They're actually him and Mohamed Salah are in a commercial for Coke, and he doesn't speak any English.
How about, could you see like a team like Atlanta ever giving him a contract?
Atlanta United's a really good team, but they can't afford his payroll. His entire payroll is by what they pay that entire team, if not less.
Just get one player then.
Yeah, just
But
All you need is Messi.
all you need is Messi, dude.
91.
Messi, it's 11.
It's like FIFA.
Whatever.
Yeah, I'll play you in FIFA. We can play later.
Okay.
Right here. We gotta put it on the leather ball. To all my FIFA fans, I love that game. Got 20. Been grinding out. Got Diego Maradona.
How many hours do you have in that game?
And FIFA altogether, just 20.
20 hours?
just
No, in just FIFA 20.
How about 19?
I didn't buy 19. I only have 15, 18, and 20.
18?
18, I probably have about 60 hours. And
Dang.
that's over like 2 years, so it's kind of really not that bad.
Okay, yeah, you have nowhere close like number of hours I had in NBA 2K18.
Yeah, but I still beat you in it.
2K18?
Yeah,
Dude, I had like 375 hours in it.
that's
2K
insane.
is superior to FIFA.
No way.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Yes,
No
it
way.
is.
Let's go
No
around.
way. No way.
All right,
No way.
so you say
No.
FIFA?
Yeah, FIFA is such a better
Okay.
game.
2K.
No.
2K,
No.
yeah. 3-1.
Okay, what's your argument for it?
Well,
It's just better.
Okay, hold on. I'll give you this. We'll start from the very beginning. So there's different modes, obviously. I think the career mode in NBA 2K is better.
Darn right.
Absolutely, 100%. I love 2K when I played the career mode. Love that. FIFA's is okay, but it's kind of bland. But you can also become a manager after your career. I don't know if you can do that in 2K.
No.
Yeah, that's kind of what I like. You can go from like chasing the cloud as a player and then going to be a manager. That's kind of cool, and it kind of adds a different aspect to it and whatever.
Yeah.
And then you can jump around and become national team managers. There's a lot you can do in it, but I think that 2K's is better written. Now 20's made some improvement. FIFA 20 made some improvement to make it more realistic, like NBA 2K. But I think the gameplay itself, FIFA is definitely better. And here's my argument. Hold on. Here's my argument. In 2K, there's you can only do certain things, right?
What do you mean?
What can you do? There's even if you're trying to do dribble tricks and stuff.
You can do a lot. It's just not that easy.
Yeah, but even in FIFA's, they have 300 plus skill moves that you can do, and all different. You have full control of the game. I don't see that as much in 2K, so I think the gameplay is better. But
Just because the dribble moves?
not even the dribble moves. There's just more freedom. I think it's more organic than 2K's. 2K kind of feels a little stiff. But I do don't get me wrong, I like 2K. I like playing 2K. I like kicking your butt, Roger, in 2K Blacktop.
Oh, I love Blacktop.
Yeah, because you get destroyed every time. I made 2 threes with Andre Drummond, who shoots 12% from the 3-point line.
Yeah, I made 3.
Yeah, I'm sit right there just all day.
You shouldn't do that, but
Yeah. Honestly, and I think that the only thing I really had to knock about FIFA is that their rating systems are really biased.
Oh, yeah.
Some of them are good, but basically any player not in the Premier League drops 5 points, or the top 5 leagues would be La Liga, Premier League, Serie A, 2 other ones.
I don't know.
MLS.
No, MLS isn't top 5 at all. They're 10th, the best. There's only one good American soccer player,
Who's that?
Christian Pulisic. He's on Chelsea. He's actually from Hershey.
Really?
Yeah.
I think we talked about him before.
Yeah, he's probably one of my favorite players right now. He's so good. He's insanely fast, too. He's 20, 21, 23. Yeah, I like him. He's from Hershey, which is not far.
Local boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We actually, apparently, for one of our Salem games, we actually, played on one of the pitches he would have played on. Fields.
Basically played against him.
Yeah, basically played against Christian Pulisic.
Where was that?
I forget. It was some school out west a little bit. But he came, he played travel, so he was, everywhere.
Oh, okay.
Because obviously he's in the Premier League, so he was really good. Actually, somebody I knew was playing in the youth system for Liverpool.
Really?
Yeah. He's really good. He dropped out of high school and moved to the UK at 17, dude.
Me too.
I wish I was good at sports. I would do that.
Soccer's a lot different because you can't play MLB or minors in MLB or any sport in America.
Mm-hmm.
In the UK, you can play them at 17. One of the Barcelona starters is 17 years old. He's insane.
Yeah, you can't start that young in America.
Yeah, because Messi started at 17.
You have to, now in the NBA, you have to have at least 1 year of college under your belt.
Yeah.
Before you can,
Oh, yeah.
UK, they don't care.
Done.
Yeah, the one and done. It's so dumb. Honestly,
I mean, it gives you experience. But
that's why, and this is also why I think that, who is it? LaMelo Ball will probably be one of the best players of his generation.
Why is that?
Because he's just playing basketball in Australia.
Yeah, he doesn't got to worry about math.
He's not worried about his math test, dude. All he's doing is training. Yeah. And I hate to say it because I don't really like LeVar.
Oh, I love LeVar.
I can like him and I hate him because sometimes he's good. He's funny, but he's also just a jerk sometimes. And I'm just
he's just trolling most of the time.
Yeah, I think he is trolling. So that's why I kind of give him the benefit of the doubt. But I think LaMelo will probably be the best player of his.
I think he'll be the best. No, well, there's what's that?
Of his generation.
What's that one power forward that's kind of getting a buzz now? What's his name? You know college basketball. He's one of the top draft picks, supposedly. He's a power forward. I don't remember his name.
You know what school he's from?
No, I don't.
Yeah, I can't really tell.
But it's the ball name now.
Yeah.
Well,
You got Lonzo.
He's not playing how he should be.
No, he's not.
And then
I think it's just because he started and he got traded and now he's in a new atmosphere.
Yeah, LiAngelo when he does get signed for a team, doesn't even play because he can't play.
He's not at the quality, man.
So LaMelo's kind of, I think it's.
He's the golden one. I think.
I feel like you're kind of flipping a
James
coin.
Wiseman, that was it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I feel like
he's good, but it's the ball name, man.
Yeah, but
Big baller brand. Everybody
Nobody
knows.
wants to associate with Big Baller brand anymore.
Nobody wants to be associated with, but it's the name, man. It sells jerseys.
Yeah, that's the problem. It's the name.
I don't think it's a problem. Not from a business standpoint.
Yeah, but like Lonzo's kind of a flop. LiAngelo is just kind of like, eh.
That's why I feel like LaMelo, you're kind of flipping a coin. Like, he'll either be really good or he'll be a flop. You know?
I don't know. I think he'll be good, actually.
I think Lonzo's okay. I mean, he's a good passer.
That's about it.
Yeah, he's just a playmaker. He can't make his own shots.
He
He's just
also
assist gang.
has the weirdest jump shot.
Yeah, he can't
ever.
finish to save
He's got
his
like
life.
this weird like.
Like he's
throwback.
he's right hand dominant but left eye dominant. So like
It's hard to shoot for him.
He's kind of fixed it, but like in college, he just like shoot like.
But yeah, he has to fix it. But like you can definitely tell he's left eye dominant because he shoots like that. That's a better depth for him, but it's not
It's like
good.
curving his shot like.
Yeah, and then he's off. That's why he's a bad shooter, and that's why people make fun of him because he sucks. But he's a great passer, and he's got speed, and he can dribble a little bit. But he just got all he needs to do is just fix his shot and just finish. It's all he's got to do, and then he's gonna be good.
You should tell Purdue that.
Yeah, listen, Purdue. Finish your shots.
Yeah, beats for number 5 Virginia, but can't beat Nebraska.
Yeah, I mean, I remember our March Madness bet last year.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so we all filled out our brackets. And
I lost.
yeah, Ben and Roger over here, they lost. And Jonah and I basically had like the same bracket the entire time.
Except for Purdue, Virginia.
Except for Purdue and Virginia. He had Purdue winning, and I had Virginia winning, and we all know how that one goes. And you know what? I'm not sorry that I ordered that much food. They had to take me out to lunch, man, and it was a good time. You know, I ordered like 3 Red Bulls,
Yeah,
wigs.
you gotta pay for each one individually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all got a Red Bull, which is like $2.50 at Aruga's,
It's a
man.
rip-off.
It is a ripoff, but you know what? It's my little luxury because I was the best.
And that was a really bad year because
Actually, after Virginia beat and went to the finals, I had Duke, Virginia, and Duke winning that year because they had Zion, Cam Reddish.
they lost to
They lost to
State?
yeah.
MSU, I thought.
State. I think so. But I had Virginia going to the finals, and then that just padded my stats right there, and I was like, "Let's go, boys!"
Well, yeah, that was rough because I had no national championship, no Carson Edwards after that year, and then no money because of you.
Yeah. Well, you know what? You make a deal, you make a deal. I mean, hey, maybe we can go double or nothing. I got a great restaurant in mind this year.
Oh, no.
Yeah, we're going to the Melting Pot this year.
Oh, gosh.
No, actually, you know, if I win, I'll be easy on you guys. We'll go to, where is it?
Mickey D's.
No, we're going to
Don's
go
Grill.
to this place. You're going to have to drive me down there.
What's this place?
Is it
It's
the
called
Mill?
The Mill.
Oh, gosh.
Dude, the food there is like $30,
Jeez.
but it's so good. You can get like these like personal pizzas basically, but
Fried
they're like
burger.
that bad, like that big.
It's not a personal pizza. That's like a medium.
Yeah,
Pizza.
yeah. But I eat half of it and I save the half for later, and it's like the freshest ingredients. Incredible. And I'm going to win this year. We are going to go down there, and you're going to have to drive.
We'll see about that. Maybe I'll actually start following college basketball, and I'll just.
I've already been following it, dude.
Well, because Penn State beat Maryland. Did you see that?
you.
That was crazy.
I was like, thank you.
Well, just the Big Ten all yesterday. Minnesota beat Ohio State.
Really?
Yeah, really. And Penn State
always
beat Maryland.
always expect a 7-16 upset. My little tidbit of March Madness for you. All right, here's the way too early to call who's going to win the national championship this year.
National championship.
Nebraska.
Oh, ouch.
No, Nebraska's going to win, guys.
I'm going to go with... Man, you put me on the spot.
The Purdue.
No. Purdue is not.
I'm calling it now. I say, you know what, I'm just going to pick a name out of a hat.
How about Louisville?
Gonzaga wins.
Gonzaga.
Gonzaga always makes a good run, regardless of their league being trash. Like, They always make a good run of March Madness. It's never bad to not put your money on them.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, if any of the viewers have seen Jimmy Kimmel, I believe Jimmy Kimmel went on a whole rant about Gonzaga not actually existing.
I mean,
If you haven't seen it, go watch it. It's freaking hilarious. It does actually exist.
Hey
but-
guys. Speaking of sports, I gotta tell you about something. So I was watching this comedian, and they were talking about the spelling bee, and this is definitely mathletes. You know, they go hand in hand with the spelling bee. You just look up, what is it? Indian kid passes out on stage and then spells word. Absolute most extreme sport I've ever seen. This kid falls down, hits his head, gets back up, spells the word, and gets off the stage and wins.
What a G.
Yeah, absolutely the best athlete of all time. But Roger's just abandoned the table.
Yeah, I don't know where
He's
went.
been gone for like 3 minutes now. He's just kind of chilling. So, I don't know. Do we just...
You want to end it
You
here?
should end it. All right.
Sure.
Sure.
All right. This has been the Unofficials Podcast. Jonah will be probably joining us for another one, hopefully. I don't know. What are you feeling?
I mean, if Purdue wins, sure.
Yeah. Okay. So you're not going to be on the podcast, right? All right. This has been the Unofficials Podcast.
Roger's here to say bye.
Yeah. Roger's here to say bye. Roger, say bye to the mic since you're going.
Goodbye.
All right. Bye.